South Jamaica, baby, they made me to be the greatest. Serving the deed of my creators, fresh off of my high haters. It's the king again, Magdalene, chauffeured, bragging and boasting. Yo, what up, y'all? It's your boy Dollars. It's another day, another dollar video, and I'm going to be reacting to Drake reveals why Kim Kardashian is desperate to date him. Now, a couple days ago, the video surfaced of Drake at his concert, and he was walking by Kim, and she was giving him the side eye. And there's always been rumors of Drake smashing Kim, and we know that Kim has a long list of dudes that are in the industry that she smashed. You know, Game, Ray J, Kanye. Like, so I don't know. Y'all think that he smashed her? I think Drake definitely, man. He's been around that family a few times. So let's see if this video is going to be legit or some clickbait shit, but I don't know. Let's check it out, though.
What celebrity would you want to hook up with if you could? Anyone in the world that you haven't already hooked up with?
Oh.
I don't really have anybody. Like, I don't have anybody on my...
Because you've hooked up with all of them?
No, that's not why. Just like, I'm not really like a celebrity chaser.
Did Kim Kardashian also get rejected by Drake?
That's a lie, Drake. That's a bold-faced lie. You went after Rihanna. You went after Nicki. You went after Bella Hadid when she left freaking... The Weeknd. That's why you had a beef with the Weeknd. Like, Drake, you capping right now. You went after DJ Drama's girlfriend. I don't know if that was his wife. I don't know if that chick was a celebrity, but he definitely chases celebrities, bro. That's like a notch on his ego.
Kim is back on the hunt for a new man, and it looks like she set her sights on none other than her ex-husband Kanye's nemesis Drake. Kim was recently spotted at Drake's concert vibing and singing along to a song that sampled her voice, and it couldn't have been more obvious that she was begging for Drake's attention. However, it looks like not even Drake is interested in Kim anymore, and since he's allegedly already been there and done that, he's no longer paying any mind to Kim's antics. In fact, Drake recently subtly shaded her when he said that famous women are lame, and
I ain't gonna lie, Kim Kardashian got more bodies than Jeffrey Dahmer.
Rather get down with a regular girl. So does Drake really believe that Kim is desperate for him? Or is she once again trying to poke the bear and antagonize Kanye? Let's break it down.
And she wants to be seen too. That's the funny thing about this whole thing. Just walk right by her. Didn't give her the time of day.
Dragged for being down to date Drake after she was spotted at his show doing the most to attract his attention. Now, this wouldn't have been such a big deal if Kim and Drake already didn't have a messy history of romance and cheating scandal, which Kim always denied. While Kim was still married to Kanye, multiple people, including Drake himself, dropped hints that Drake went there before Kanye. And while Kim claimed these rumors were false, it looks like now that Kanye's stopped paying attention to her, she's desperately trying to stir the pot again. To give you some context, rumors about Kim and Drake hooking up have been around for years, and at one point the rumors got so loud that Kanye had to intervene and confront Drake for fueling these speculations. Back in 2018, reports appeared in the media suggesting that Kim might have been unfaithful to Kanye with Drake or hooked up with Drake just shortly before she started.
I don't think if they did mess around, I don't think it was while she was married to Kanye, because Drake would have definitely mentioned that in a song while they were beefing, right? But I do think he probably smashed like before Kanye and her got together or got married. Because you got to think about it. There was time. Kanye was messing with Kim before he married her too, at one point, and then she got with some other dude. So she was one of those chicks that she had a side list of dudes that were rappers or famous that she smashed. Like
dating Kanye. Even Nick Cannon, who by the way has also hooked up with Kim in the past.
Nick Cannon too? I forgot about that.
Drake getting busy isn't exactly far-fetched. Nick explained that there's something really personal that Drake holds over the Kardashian family, and Kanye was probably worried that Drake would spill the beans on his affair with Kim.
What did you think of Kanye ending the Drake and Pusha feud with that tweet?
That whack. I was so into...
I think Drake smashed Kim K, no cap.
Come on, man. Let's stay on topic. That ain't that far off.
It's funny how academics stir the pot, but it's true. You gotta, yo, bro. These hosts be so corny and whack that, you know, people don't want to give academics his flowers, but he is entertaining and he knows how to keep it real. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time he's keeping it real and telling us what we want to know.
Off of a concept. Like, why would we not say the obvious?
This is
Exactly.
There's something real personal Drake holds over that whole family that he's like, y'all don't want me to let this out.
Exactly. And I always think about it. Who does Kanye West care about in the world beside himself?
I was thinking the same.
In my mind, my assumptions based on the record.
Something over there.
But wait, who actually had the better diss track? These two have never been able to agree.
If we just gonna go for it, Drake's song was better. Drake's movement, the rollout was better. But Pusha
the invoice,
all of that. yeah. But Pusha came at his neck like a rapper.
Yeah.
And Drake didn't come back like a rapper. So therefore, to me, Pusha won.
By the way, when DJ Academic shared this clip on his Instagram, he claimed in the caption that Drake was planning to expose his affair with Kim on a diss track directed at Pusha T. But the track never dropped because Pusha pretty much obliterated Drake with the story.
And I remember that there was a record that Drake didn't want to release because it was too personal. Like, it was like bad, apparently. And I don't know if I never knew that record was for Kanye. I thought it was for Pusha, but it makes sense. Like, he probably said something about smashing Kim.
Story of Adidon. Let's keep it 100, Academics wrote. We all believe that Drake was gonna expose that he smashed Kim Kardashian on that diss song to Pusha T that never dropped. Don't tell me I'm—
You know what sucks, bro? When you in that level and you in that music industry, and let's say you beefing with a popping artist, and because I remember the Kiki, Do You Love Me? And they were saying that Kiki was Kim. Imagine Kanye, right? If that's true, and he hears a song on the radio, is your enemy, talking about Kiki, Do You Love Me? It's like throwing shots at your girl, and it's a hit too. Like, he's dropping little subtle disses in hit songs that are like everybody's singing. Like, that gotta suck, bro, because that's on a worldwide level.
I'm the only one who thought this. Well, me and Nick. Back then, there were also rumors suggesting that Kanye had intervened with Pusha to put an end to his feud with Drake out of fear that Drake would start talking about Kim. And while Drake didn't drop the rumored diss track that was supposed to expose his affair with Kim, he continued to throw subliminal shots at Kanye and made references to his affair with his wife. In July 2018, Drake dropped the track In My Feelings, and fans speculated that the Kiki mentioned in the song was Kim, because Kim previously said her sisters gave her the nickname Kiki. Kanye was also convinced Drake was talking about Kim, and he went on IG Live blasting both Drake and Nick Cannon for fueling rumors.
I remember
about his
this.
wife.
First of all, I want to address Nick Cannon. Like, I understand that you used to date my wife, but, you know, you get in an interview, don't mention my wife. If someone brings my wife up, you say, hey, I respect that man. I'm not speaking on that. Don't be making no suggestions.
And I respect Kanye defending his wife, but you gotta understand who you married, bro. That's part of the territory, bro. Like, you know who you married. She literally got famous off of a tape, like, that she put out herself and her mom put out. It was a calculated rise to fame of what she did to reach where she's at. So, you know, you gotta expect people to joke and keep it 100 and have opinions, bro. It is what it is. But I get what he's saying, because Nick Cannon, you know, they both businessmen. They both at a high level. You would think that Nick Cannon would have some respect by not, you know, what he said. But listen, I mean, they asked Nick Cannon and he answered. I can't get mad at that.
It's like nobody my wife. The fact that it's people making rumors or thinking that you my wife and you're not saying nothing and you carrying it like that, that don't sit well with my spirit. You know, if I had a girlfriend from Chicago, her name was Renita, and then you was married to Rihanna, I wouldn't make no song called Riri. So when you're like, oh, I don't know where it come from, you too smart for that, bro. You know where that come from. Don't make no record with nothing that could be confused.
Meanwhile, Kim decided to break.
And I get Kanye ranting, but bro, that's your enemy. Y'all beefing. You can't, the gloves, this is hip hop, bro. People done said the foulest things in music before, so what do you expect? Sympathy? It is what it is, man.
The silence on speculations about her and Drake, and she commented on a video shared by The Shade Room in which DJ Academics and Nick Cannon insinuated that Drake hooked up with her. Never happened, end of story, Kim wrote. However, after Kim filed for divorce from Kanye, Kardashian sources reignited the conversation about Kim and Drake, seemingly trying to antagonize Kanye. One source close to Kim told He Magazine at the time that Drake was desperate to date Kim and was patiently waiting until she dumped Kanye to make his move. Drake could never understand what Kim saw in Kanye. He was saying for years how he wasn't the right guy for Kim, and it would all end in tears, the source said, adding that Drake was surprised it took Kim so long to realize that Kanye wasn't a good match for her. The insider also claimed that Drake started messaging Kim the moment it became clear that the divorce.
There's no wonder why Drake rhymes with snake. Now let me stop. But yeah, I don't know if this is true or not, but I can see, like, at first I was thinking like Drake would not publicly be in a relationship with Kim because that shit would just look bad. I mean, not to say he wouldn't hit it. He could still smash, but like in a relationship, nah, I don't see him doing that. But in order to piss Kanye off, what's the ultimate F you? Yeah, I'm with your girl. Like, you know, I can see that, but not because he really wants to be with her.
This was inevitable. He's ready to see her whenever she says the word. Basically, he's confident that it'll happen fairly soon, the source added. However, reports later emerged that it was Kim who planted these stories about Drake being obsessed with her in an attempt to make Kanye jealous. And while Drake had no real interest in Kim, he did have an interest in provoking Kanye, since we all know that Drake has a huge chip on his shoulder, and he's still convinced Kanye helped Pusha T expose him for being a deadbeat dad. So Drake, being his usual messy self, decided to sample a clip from the Kardashians in which Kim talked about her divorce from Kanye and used it in his track Search and
That's
Rescue.
my jam right there too. I like that song.
2021 Keeping Up with the Kardashian episode, in which Kim talked to her momager Kris Jenner about the moment she realized she had to file for divorce and prioritize her happiness.
I didn't come this far just to come this far and not be happy.
When Search and Rescue dropped, many fans speculated that Drake was trying to stir the pot again. However, by that time, Kanye had already moved on from the drama and didn't even bother to respond. As for Kim, she didn't initially react to the track either. However, since Kim has already been getting really desperate lately to find a new man and raise her publicity, it looks like she's now trying to reignite those old rumors about her and Drake. On Sunday, August 13th, Kim attended Drake's concert in Los Angeles with her sister Kendall, Kendall's boyfriend at the moment, Bad Bunny, and for some reason, Chloe's ex Tristan Thompson, who also tagged along while Chloe was nowhere to be seen. A cringe video later went viral showing Kim screaming the words to the Search and Rescue sample at Bad Bunny, and fans couldn't help but notice that Kim looked like she was trying way too hard. And here's the same video from
She just wants attention, bro. Like, those be the worst types, and it's like once the attention starts getting away from her, she's gonna do something else to try to keep the attention. Like, that's all this is. Like, I don't know what else she could do. You're gonna have to. She was with Pete Davis. That ended. No, who's the next body to the list? Like, who knows, man?
Another angle where you can clearly see how embarrassed Bad Bunny was for Kim. But get this, as hard as Kim tried to get Drake's attention, Drake ended up snubbing her and didn't even want to look at her on his way backstage. One clip from the concert showed Kim leaning over with the biggest smile on her face and staring at Drake, but he just walked right past her without skipping a beat. Meanwhile, Drake also recently made it clear he's no longer interested in dating famous women, and he said that if he decides to settle, it'll be with someone regular.
It doesn't have to be someone famous. It could be like.
That does.
Why?
You're not gonna marry someone that's not famous.
Of course, I probably will end up marrying somebody that's not famous. Famous people really aren't that. Like, aren't that anything. They're not that intriguing.
They're not that anything.
Also, on his recent collab track.
It sounds good, but I don't know, man. It's funny because 9 times out of 10, the at that level where Drake is, bro. Can you just settle down with a regular person? Like, you would have to go find somebody like your high school sweetheart that loved you from back then. Like, not some, because if you get with somebody regular, you don't know if they really for you. They know that you're Drake. So at least with another celebrity, this is that's on his level, which I don't know who I would say. Then you could be like, well, this person has options, but they're choosing you, you know, and they're rich too. So it's not for the money. Like,
with Travis Scott titled Meltdown, Drake raps, "I'd love to F on a regular bit. Famous hoes lame, but they stay on my D." Fans are also saying that this can definitely be applied to Kim, since she's really doing the most lately to get any famous man's attention. She's proving to Kanye he was right about her wanting Drake, one fan said. It's embarrassing. And another fan commented, "All the men out here know Kim is desperate. No one is feeling the vibe. She wants to use them so everyone will think that she is with someone." But what do you make of all of this? Do you think that Kim is really trying to date Drake, or is she doing all of this for attention? Comment down below, and don't forget to—
I think she would most definitely date Drake, because that would put her in the biggest spotlight right now. I'm gonna be honest. But yeah, man, this was an interesting video. It was a good one. Y'all let me know your thoughts about this whole situation in the comments down below. And if you enjoy these type of reactions, you want me to keep doing these type of reactions, let me know. And if you're new, subscribe to the channel. All right, we off this.
For my time goes by, they gon' raise a nigga jersey in the sky. Treat a nigga right, big dreaming on my life. Shorty wanna get some air, I go and get her when I fly. Taking off on these niggas I retire. The minute I catch fire, I smoked them all before, just revisiting the high.